Hello, let's today talk about mental health. Mental health is not something like people consider it as a taboo. Mostly people not even think about or maybe open out easily. And they think that to discuss, even to talk or to feel out what they're feeling, they think it as a something like a taboo. If they become vulnerable to in front of people, people will judge them. Okay, they're having some mental issues. But mental health is something not like a taboo issue. Everyone, even most of us population, feels or suffers from some mental health from their lives. So it's important to know, to discuss what mental health, how to keep our mental functions, our daily lives, daily routines in a proper functioning way. So I want to discuss something about that I faced from my journey. I have a neurological disorder that is called ADHD and ASD. If we go, I have combined of both of them. So ADHD means attention deficiency hyperactivity disorder, and ASD is autism spectrum disorder. I have both, so it's the effect. Both comes to a effect. So if I talk about how it feels from the inside and what are the reasons I feel from the what is from the normal being a normal person as a I can do my daily tasks as a common person do, but internally my brain structure is different, my thought process is different, or I take the things differently. It not by myself, but it's inbuilt. It's nothing like I have control, but there is something different. So I there are some benefits of it also that I take it as a some superpowers, and not as a superpowers, but something is I can say as a super qualities that I'm blessed with. That is, I never taken it as a disorder or as a something wrong. I taken always it as a positive symptoms, which something different, and I'm just learning them to how to manage them, how to cope up with them, and how to use them for the benefit of my own. Something that I'm practicing from long time to manage them, to be learn all the symptoms or how I can manage different scenario, different conditions, different situations. So yeah, if I take talk about how it feels like a person if ADHD, which is a kind of a disorder where it's saying it disorder, it's I can't say it is a good term because what happens while you are becoming or you are born time or childhood time or whatever, whenever a human is forming out, so there are some brain parts which are extra developed and some brain parts which are less developed. It can be any region, it not any particular region. Medical science is also not able to find out what is the cause, but it can be any reason. While forming out, there are some part developed more and some part developed less. So due to these issues, I faces some challenges like social. By socializing is little bit tough for me, and anxieties. Anxiety is not something. It depend upon the something, some places, some peoples whom I am not comfortable. The comfort not comes from the places or people. It's from the inside. So those places create anxieties. And if I go more deeper, so I have difficulty in attention. Mind shifts, mind fluctuates in a rapid speed, so it's difficult to control. Sometimes I lost in thoughts, even zone out in thoughts. For me it's difficult to control. And if I comes to my ASD or other processing, emotions processing. Initially, now I have worked a lot on me, so I can handle emotions. But before that, it was tough to understand other people emotion and my own emotion. What I'm feeling from inside. I sometimes I don't even know what I'm feeling. I even thirsty. I don't know I'm feeling thirsty. You don't even get to know what you're feeling from inside. You don't have any words to it. You don't even know what you are feeling. That happens a lot. Sometimes I go and blank out due to this reason. And other than that, one is sensory issues. Sensors, as my brain always works 24/7, is maybe working on some topic, something, some random thoughts, or multiple thoughts goes on. Thoughts never stopping, never ending thoughts goes on. It's not like a overthinking, but it's thoughts like a. If you ask me single words, for the single words, I have multiple 5 thoughts. My brain goes to a 5 thoughts. So it's difficult to choose single thoughts. Sometimes some people take to decision making. It's hard to have decision making. It's hard to have making connections, making friends, because anyway, a lot of time I used to mask myself, to pretend to be like them. But later I stage or later growing, I try to adapt to be myself, who I am and who I want to be. That I work on myself. If I go much more deeper level, there is something that goes inside from the you can say deeper thoughts. I have deeper craving for knowledge. I want to go into depth of things. Curiosity, something I have curiosity about multiple things, from the human origin, from the consciousness, from everything in the universe, how it works, how it goes on. I have curiosity. If anything I new see, mostly my thought goes on how it become processed, how event happens, how this thing is on, how it's made. So it's like a multiple thoughts and curiosity to know about them. And mostly I feel happy by learning new things, but that is brain's function. That maybe you can say, some people say it's dopamine demand is more for brain, so it's happy with, or it needs continuous knowledge, continuous information. If information not comes, it feels sad or whatever other things, if other thing happens. Other than that, the issue is attention. It's difficult to keep studying for long hours or focusing on single task, single thoughts, single emotion, single anything, because its mind fluctuates this much fastly. Even if you are reading something, for to read out for the some sentences, it's creates lot of multiple thoughts in the brain, and your brain goes lose out to these thoughts or those zones or those memories. So it's control too hard. It's tough to control the brain. It becomes a lot of time. It's hard, difficult in sleeping. Sleeping in terms of brain, even my body is tired, but brain is not tired. Body saying I am tired, but brain saying I know I want to work more. I want to this. So it's a lot of issues. Some people say we can say, okay, this is normal issues. We can also face. But they face sometimes, maybe due to some other reason, some random reason, this difficulty if some person has it, that person faces every day, each day. Even the mood swings. Sometimes I am happy unnecessarily, unconditionally. I don't know why I am happy. Sometimes I said, even in a 24 hours span of in a day, I have mood swings like a multiple times. I don't know when and what will be my mood. Mood swings are the more affecting features that I am trying to control, to keep myself busy with my own research or on my things. So it's like a fluctuating things. It's mind, because I have hyperactivity, and other than due to the autism or other things, I have issues to focus, to process the emotions, to go to social places, to make friends. But it's not like I have some good qualities. I have greater details, or I have greater capability to find pattern into things. I can analyze something in a deeper way, or I have good research qualities. So there are multiple other benefits that we have to, other than focusing on the what we have wrong, we can focus more on what we have good. That is the best quality that I am trying and learning and doing experiment on myself. So it's, people treat something like a taboo. Just like, see, I am talking about something, my mind fluctuates to something, my mind fluctuating to, there is no synchronicity while I am speaking, while I am talking, just because of my mind fluctuating a lot. Even I am speaking to now, but it's fluctuating from here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there. So it happens because people will judge. People will try, most of the time, the issue I face with people try to judge you for you are not talk properly, or if you ask people some questions, so its answer will be something, it might be a much more deeper level, but it's hard for people to grasp, or it's for people to understand what's going on. And for me, it's expression also a difficulty. Whatever goes in my brain, it's difficult to express in front of people, because for expression, for decision making, for any task to do, you need a single thought, single process. But here my brain generates multiple thoughts. So for me, it's difficult to select one thought, to take action, to take decision, or to do any task. That happens. That creates sometimes a lot of other issues. But somehow I'm managing, and I'm work on it. I'm keep working on it. That is other issues. But when it comes to society and how people will normalizing, and even what happens, a lot of people feels something from inside. They feel like they don't know what they are feeling, or people goes through a kind of a dilemmatic, who I am, what is my identity, what is my core, and why I am living this earth. So it's kind of a general questions I faced through myself to find my purpose in my life. That is another aspect. But as a society creates some norms like they create some standards. If you are a good intelligent, you have to behave this way, or if you are a this kind of person, you have to behave certain way. If you behave certain way, they will make you an identity. It's not, I can say, a human fault or society fault. It's just a human, I can say, upbringing, or the way the human society got formed out, simply. Because what happens, the way our society, our humankind trend, it's like a everywhere, in every situation, our brain try to predict the thing. Why brain want to predict? Because it want to save himself from any harm. If suppose any interaction happen, we may try to make the judgment about the person, how this person behaving, how this person is talking, how this person is doing all the tasks. So we, based on this, we will try to judge the person. So we will avoid any unnecessary or unwanted things from that person, or any other situation. It can be person, it can be any situation, it can be any scenarios. This is basic, the way, maybe survival mode of brain, through which it try to learn, or it try to protect himself. So this way it goes on. But apart from the society, how it works, we have to more focus on ourselves, what we are feeling. I can't label myself what society, or what is the normal of behavior, or what is the normal way to be something else. It's the more important is to what you feel from inside, what you want to become, what your identity you want to create. More important that value system in life. Value system, I can say, your basic values, just like honesty, integrity, your all the values in life, that should be preserved. If a person loses its values, it's kind of creates a situation of instability in the brain, because brain fluctuate, brain try to find some purpose, some meaning, because always it's a human be designed to be always be in a higher state. Whenever from the childhood, from the if I observe human civilization from the past centuries to present, how we evolved. Human is designed to continuously to evolve. If we stop ourselves evolving, our civilization does not have any meaning. We are designed for to keep evolving, to keep growing, or to keep exploring. So this way we have to keep evolve ourselves, and to keep for to evolve, or to reach to a higher level of human, or we can say in my terms, or I will say to higher level of energy, or to keep a higher energy level, we have to do tasks, or we have to do our multiple actions. But for that, we have to keep our values intact, because values are things that keep us, whatever ups comes and down comes, but values should be keep intact. that I principle I followed all my life. Whatever actions I do, I will always try to keep the values in to be intact. Whatever it may be, somehow, sometime I lose out the things, sometime I fail in the things, but values should be intact. Keep, because things are not for a one day, today, or some short terms. If planning is long term, if we are planning to be a long term vision, then these values will help to intact. These values help you to grow or reach to a higher level of consciousness. That is different thing. But here I'm coming to for a people or for a person, more rather than judging that person, how he is behaving or how is, because humans is continuously evolving or continuously growing. A person may be at whatever the different growing stage. Based on the growing stage, it behaves, it do all the tasks or actions, and based on these stages, it's adapt some behavior, adapt some, and some failure or some success, it learns and changes its behavior or something. It's human continuously grows, and this is kind of a normal phenomena. So this way we have to go out. Or if I comes to my own this neurological or mental health, for to balance out, I always follow the principle of energy balance, because I feel out as our brain is designed to optimize the brain energy. As the energy I'm taking from the food, the energy goes to brain, it is stored there, and brain utilizes this energy for various tasks. So brain give priority some tasks, brain give priority some other tasks. So based on the priorities, it's try to release the energy or whatever, how much energy you will put for different tasks. So this way brain works. But if some task or somewhere some danger is coming, like all the negative energies like fear, sadness, unhappiness, all the angers, this all the negative energies, they try to deplete our energy level. For to protect them, or maybe they create a condition of instability. To protect them, brain creates a protection mechanism, and that protection mechanism will work out and create scenarios where we will think out in our brain, or we'll try to maximize our potential to making a false zone around us, making a false identity around us, to keep ourselves in a out of those negative thoughts, negative emotions. But rather than fight, going away from this emotion, better the best option is to fight with them, to understand, to process why it's happening, to train your brain. Simply, I can say it's better terms is to train your brain to deal with this kind of scenario, situation, and conditions. If I comes to it, why I'm saying this importance, because what happens in a single day, human brain or we humans deal with multiple things. Multiple things could be my work related, my family related, my relationship related, my other social events, my personal events, my study related. It can be anything. I can deal with multiple things, and each dealing with there is some information transfer happen. Information transfer, or I can say in precise terms, energy transfer happens. Some events increase the energy level, which creates happiness, a kind of satisfaction, which somehow depletes the energy level. The depletion energy level affects the other zones, the other fields of actions. So this creates a situation of unbalance. So the energy management is nothing like a just to manage these zones. If I am able to manage which zone consuming my how much energy level, how much my emotion level, so I can manage my all the mental health. If I am able to manage process and all my zones, so I can be a mentally in a condition, so I can where I can do my all tasks without having any frustration or any negative energy depletion, or I can say any mental difficulties, simply I can say. So that is the more important to have energy management. I've also tried to focus on beyond that energy management zone, energy management part, and I am working on something, some projects I will come to later, that are related to mostly for energy management. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about, mostly about mental health, how people make it as a taboo or make it as a something scenario or condition where people try to judge you, socialize you, or based on your behavior or based on your, but more than people's judgment or more than this, what you feel from inside, what's your own identity, what's your own core, that guides you, that's keep you intact with your own journey and path. Else, I can say artificially or materialistically, whatever we gain, that's not going to give a satisfaction, a kind of a, because if I say about a Maslow hierarchy law that everyone, not everyone is studying, but if you are aware about, you can search about what is Maslow's hierarchy law. It's create a pyramids where in a pyramid, suppose there is a pyramid, at bottom level it comes to our basic physiological needs, just like our house, basic financial this thing, and basic all the other basic necessities, where all the materialistic thing. Above that, some basic level, just like my above that pyramid, my basic other needs, just like my emotional needs. That a person, if a person got fulfilled with the basic needs, that's like if he has good house, good family, or I can say good job, good financial stability, the people look for then emotional stability. If person has emotional stability, then look for more high, the above level it comes, its recognition, what's its own identity, what's its own purpose in life. So this way Maslow characterized the humans, I can say, needs into a pyramid structure. You can go it and search about it and read about it. So this way same our human functions, or our all the throughout the life cycle goes on to fulfill those needs. So better to, if I keep myself to aim to a at the highest level of pyramid, the bottom level will be, maybe it will take time to get all the financial stability or the things, but it automatically at the anyway, if we feeling doubts or why I'm not feeling satisfied, why I'm not feeling happiness, if I am having everything but still I'm not feeling a kind of a core, because this is generally the way we humans are designed. If our basic needs fulfilled, we need higher level needs. If that higher level needs fulfilled, we need more higher level needs to be able to fulfill to our. It's not a desire, but it's just a human structure that we each got designed. That principally and beautifully written by Maslow. So we can't be going on these transitions. Human go through a lot of mental or other issues, to self-doubts. So to keep himself intact, the values, the self-identity, the self-belief, the inner feeling, I can say that inner feeling, whatever your inner is saying, it's almost or most of the time it's correct, because inner guides always comes from, it knows what is best for you. It doesn't gives you guide based on to satisfy to other people. Most of our time or decisions, what happens to satisfy some other aspects, some other, because what happens is, if I comes to my energy principle or energy principle way or energy way, what happens if suppose I am working on a zone of friends, okay, simply I will give you an example. Suppose I am working on I have one zone I discussed in last video or previous videos. You can discuss what is zones, you can go to it about. Suppose I have zone of friends, okay, so in that zone, some of my friends, I feel like they have something which I felt like, it's my perception, my something which I felt like they are above level. It's just like a brain energy fluctuation goes on. Brain always, or our brain goes search for the energies, so it's measure energy level higher upper. You can observe by yourself, you see by whatever task, you just think about in terms of energy, you will automatically get to know how energy fluctuation, how energy getting feeling out. Simply, so I feel out this is somewhat higher level. So we inner self designed to always be reach into a higher self. I will feel from the inside that is not true, but it's a perception created by in my mind. I feel like he is in higher level, or that things makes him into a higher level. So I also need that thing to keep myself in a higher level. But that is pseudo. I always kept that term as a pseudo positive energy or pseudo belief to be in higher level. For that, we try to adapt some actions, some behavior, some other effects to achieve that thing, and that creates desire within us. That desire will lead, maybe sometime if we feel like a happiness, but it will not give us satisfaction, and that is not even purpose of life. Simply, the purpose of life to reach to a highest level of your energy level, that is written in our Vedic scriptures. or our ancient times, what is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of incarnation? It's simple. Coming to death and birth cycle, ultimate time, coming, come and go, come and go, come and go. Just because we have to keep our soul level to a highest level, or maybe keep our soul level after every next birth, we keep our soul level to a above level of it. That's why in our society we see, even we people are living in same planet or maybe in same family. We are three brothers, but each one has different nature, different characteristics. Upbringing is same, environment is same, our parents are same, goes to same school, but the behavior, the way priorities in life, the way actions or other everything is different. Why? Because the soul levels are different. Some people are at lower level of soul, where they have to learn all the basic level of fundamental things to keep our soul level next level. Maybe next life they will comes to one more level of soul level. So this way it goes on. So every person is different because they are at different soul levels, different energy levels. So the purpose of life to keep our soul level, to keep ourselves to a highest level, and then go away from this life birth and death cycle, to go away or to achieve a state of moksha. That is also very different. So the way, that's way, this way, this actions, that's why our core or our human, we are designed to keep always be reached into a higher level. The same principle follows in our behavior, all our actions, and all the fundamental things. Whatever tasks we do, whatever desire we achieve, whatever the all the thoughts, all the emotions, everything, whatever we generate from us or from the society, from the outer perspective, it's like a kind of a going on to a battle between, to keep ourselves into a higher level. When I want to do any task, I always think about what benefits it will give me. So simply, so it's good. I'm not saying to reach into higher level is wrong, but I have to distinguish between what is true and what is shudo. Shudo means something I have attached which is not true, but in my perception I created it as a true something. I got this way you can understand. So I have to understand shudo will also give you a happy feeling, a kind of a feeling you are reaching to a higher level, you achieved, or you getting recognition from people or from the outer world, something you will feel like a happiness, something from the outer world or something from somewhat inner way, but that will not give you ultimate level of satisfaction, ultimate level of a kind of a feeling from that feelings from the inner core of where our soul arises. Because soul knows when it reaches to a higher level, it knows how it feels. So if you feeling happiness at the end or at the end of the day, if you not feeling happiness, it means your soul not soul saying to you, soul guiding you, or soul telling you कि this is not that I want you to achieve. I want to achieve something from which my energy level will grow. So this way you can understand or treat it like this. So that thing we have to understand how to achieve that kind of balance, how to achieve that kind of energy level. So for all the tasks I can guide, or I have done some work to understand this pseudo or what is true nature of. That's why I put it my channel name Satchetna, which is means a true consciousness. In terms of English, Sat means is a Sanskrit word. Chetna, Sat means true, and Chetna means consciousness. So it's described it as a true consciousness, where we can identify what is our true or purpose, or we can say ultimate things in life. So see, our discussion goes from mental health to purpose in life. It's just the way something brain works or something, this fluctuation. But yeah, here, so the purpose of saying all this is simple: to keep connected with the core, to identify your soul, to meet with your own soul. Then after meeting your own soul, it will guide you. However, in life ups and down will come, but these ups and down will comes to teach you some lesson, to bring your soul to develop an intelligence. So in next term or next or bigger things, you will not repeat some mistake or whatever, not you will not go to some negative or something wrongly or pseudo things. So this all life lessons goes on, or maybe it's a kind of a journey, or it's kind of a learning something to keep your souls to a high level. By this intelligence keep interacting and passes throughout the whole humanity generation. This way human society is evolving, growing continuously. I don't know where will human society will reach at the end, but this way it's going on, this way it's growing and continuously keep growing. So that much I want to say for today. And it's more important to find your own soul, own path. And whatever people are there, be the way they are, maybe they are on their some on their own some journey, to let them be understandable. Let how they process. So this way I want to say. And thank you very much. Thank you.